wanted an elephant all my life. I had no idea what I was getting into.
Welcome to Reviews by Women.
Today we're off to the circus with a review of One Lucky Elephant, the story of Flora, a circus elephant who has the lead in this touching documentary.
It's a love story.
It is indeed. Between
a human and an
animal.
Absolutely.
It's directed by Lisa Lehman. The trainer is David Balding, who adopted the elephant at the age of 2.
Hard to think that maybe I'd made a mistake to take this elephant's life and merge it with mine.
She was captured as a baby and it scarred her. David came along and said, "I love you, but that's not enough."
The film, I thought, is a very worthwhile look.
Yes, it is.
One thing we could say that this film is not, it is not a typical romantic view of the circus with pachyderms and popcorn and wide-eyed wonder of children. It's not really a children's film, it's much more an in-depth look at the behind scenes and specifically questioning the relationship of humans to animals and the confinement of them and so forth.
I think it's also really educational if you want to understand elephants, but who wouldn't? I mean, they're such interesting animals.
It was obviously a much more complex problem than we would imagine, what happens to an animal after its performing life. And that's what the film looked at. I thought the basic question of the film was, is Flora one lucky elephant or is she one very unlucky elephant? And I think that's the question that's left in the viewer's mind.
She's both.
Yes.
She has a retirement. That's good. But the fact that she was
separated from any
from her
other animal
earlier, yes.
Yeah.
We searched a lot of different places, and none of them seem right for Flora. Could you have her here?
Not at the present time.
Yeah. There aren't really any good options. I could give her to a zoo, but I want her to have a better life than that.
That's all right. We're not leaving yet.
Even though the subject is deep and troubling about how we treat these animals, the film was a gentle look. It wasn't showing the brutalities, it referred to them.
Flora, stop it. She is mischievous, which as she got older I thought she might lose, but instead it's getting worse.
Flora down all the way.
She just doesn't seem to be enjoying performing.
I think the film also brought up our tendency to deny when we see these unfortunate aspects. We think, oh, it was an accident. There's been the Siegfried Roy.
And they call it that, yeah.
Yes. Siegfried Roy, the orcas in San Diego. I had a girlfriend who was mauled to death by an orca. So there are all these incidences, and we just kind of say, oh, it was an accident, or the animal was angry, without realizing that it actually is a huge problem.
And it's a reaction of the animal, not just
Yes.
an action of the animal. That's one of the most upsetting things, is to see actual footage of an angry elephant or 2 or 3 in the past that got loose or attacked a trainer or whatever. So that was very upsetting to see. But by the time you see that, you have sympathy for the angry elephant, which was a huge adjustment for me to think, I'm now sympathizing with the animal instead of the human. I was floored that I had that transition in my own mind. Yeah. We have to take responsibility for what we're doing.
Yes, exactly. And that's what the film, I think, makes us look at. And I like that. It's a thought-provoking film. It doesn't really show bias. I thought it showed a fairly equal representation of both sides, because the trainer, too, was he was a loving man and he wanted the best. It's
You know, I love her, and she loved me. It's as simple as that.
The story was written by Christina Colissimo, and the original music is by Miriam Cutler.
Thank you for watching Reviews by Women.
And we always remember how much easier it is to criticize than to create. Thanks for watching.